Hey, what's going on, all you sports and gambling fans out there? Today, I'm talking some NFL. And I know it's a bit early to speculate on what could happen and, what would go on when the season arrives, but I'm sure we can at least find or have an idea of what we could expect. Starting off, we have the Indianapolis Colts as the favorite of the division, plus 1,000 to win the Super Bowl. And, well, the Colts, they're thinking bigger. Super Bowl big, I mean. They have advanced to the additional round in the playoffs each of the past 2 seasons, but keep running into the Patriots. And I've got about 40 good reasons why they have to improve. Twice, right? Anyways, Indy have said goodbye to one of the best receivers in franchise history, Reggie Wayne. I'd have to maybe debate on that a little bit because I think Marvin Harrison was. But anyways, they replaced him with another former University of Miami star in Andre Johnson. Now, he's about 3 years younger than Wayne. Well, Johnson's turning 34 in July. Regardless of, he's still a little bit older and he's still a little bit slow. Anyways, Johnson is or was the best receiver in Texans history, where he had spent his entire career. Now, his numbers took a dip last year. 85 catches, 936 yards, and about 3 touchdowns. But the deal is with Houston, they really didn't have a quarterback to rely on. Anyways, Johnson's going to be the number 2 wide receiver behind T.Y. Hilton. Now, the other big moves that the Colts did, they stole former 49er running back Frank Gore. He's old and all, but he's still got some wheels on. He's got some tread left on those wheels. Anyways, Indy might not be done collecting hurricanes as it's talking with former Patriot defensive tackle Vince Wilfork. All right, next up we have the Houston Texans at plus 5,000 to win the Super Bowl. Now, Houston had a 7-win jump under rookie head coach Bill O'Brien last year, finishing second to Indy. And how could they not finish second? I mean, look at the division. What else could they do? Anyways, the choice of Jadeveon Clowney as the number 1 overall pick in the 2014 draft, kind of looking questionable right now with all of Clowney's injury troubles. Anyways, winning 9 games in 2014 was pretty impressive considering that O'Brien used Ryan Fitzpatrick, the Harvard graduate, Case Keenum, Ryan Mallett, who actually played under Tom Brady, and Tom Savage at quarterback. Now Fitzpatrick, he was traded over to the Jets. Maybe he'll be able to pass the ball to Brandon Marshall once or twice and not hear him bitch. Anyways, the starting job will now be won in camp between Mallett, who re-signed, and former Browns starter Brian Hoyer, the team's big free agent addition. And I think Hoyer might win it at this time. Anyways, Hoyer isn't anything special, but he was 10-6 in his career with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, damn, that must be a big thing to do. Anyways, he and Mallett both formally backed up Tom Brady in New England. Now, the Texans did waive their all-time leading wide receiver in Johnson, but they love young DeAndre Hopkins to step in and fill up that number 1 role. And next up, we have the Tennessee Titans at plus 30,000 to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, it might make us a lot of money, but it ain't going to happen. Anyways, the team has been really quiet, actually. The biggest news that came out of them was that their former starter and first-round quarterback, Jake Locker, retired. He was a free agent and really not in the team's plans, but regardless, he could have actually came back and might have been a backup quarterback. It's a bit odd. I mean, he's 26 years old, and like I said, anybody would have probably taken him as a backup. Now, Locker was the number 8 pick in the 2011 draft out of Washington and started 23 games over the past 4 years. Obviously, injuries had lingered over him, and he did show some signs of, some positive signs, but he just couldn't stay healthy. Now, Tennessee appears to be ready to go with second-year Zach Mettenberger at quarterback in 2015, unless Marcus Mariota wows the Titans and they take him overall number 2 in the draft. I really doubt it, but hey, other things have happened. Now, the only other major addition as of now is the former Falcons receiver Harry Douglas and ex-Bill safety Denoris Searcy. And last but not least, well, certainly obviously least, they're the worst team in the division. But anyways, we have to talk about them because they're nonetheless a team, 32nd team, I would say, in all aspects. But anywho, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at plus 30,000 to win the Super Bowl. The Jags had about as much money as Warren Buffett, and they could have spent it on anybody else because they're really trying to see if they can win a record or win anything, since their playoff berth in 2007. I doubt that it's going to happen this year, but hey, anything could happen. Jacksonville, they were trying to get DeMarco Murray, but Philly got him, and, it's not going to happen anymore. unless if they have an extra $40 million to throw, and they would be offering him $80 million, which I'm just rambling. Anyways, the team did get quarterback Blake Bortles, a weapon in former Broncos tight end Julius Thomas. Now, Thomas caught 108 passes for 1,277 yards and 24 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons with the Denver Broncos. Now, by comparison, Jacksonville tight ends have caught a combined 102 passes in that same time frame. Question that, kind of pops up here, was Thomas just a creation of Peyton Manning? I kind of have to say yes, but he might have a better shot with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Anyways, defensively, the team added 3 potential starters in tackle Jared Odrick from the Dolphins, safety Sergio Brown from the Colts, and cornerback Devon House from the Packers. So, pretty solid offseason thus far, but running backs, well, since MJD left in 2013, filling in for Fred Taylor, I think that they have to do something about that right now because they haven't done anything since then. Anyways, that's it for now, and I'll be back with more NFL news and odds very soon. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.